Howdy, brother! Ben, we talk a lot about the Disney princesses on this channel, but a lot less about their far less marketed royal other halves, the Disney princes. But there is an official lineup, and as such, a list of characters who have been screwed from getting on it. So today, we are counting down the top 5 snubbed Disney princes. Oh, the Disney princes. They are such trophy husbands. In fact, only one of them is the main character of the movie they're in, and 2 of them don't even have their names mentioned in their films. They are definitely sitting backseat to their wives, who are the unmistakable Disney elite. Well, until you compare them to Anna and Elsa, who are like the Disney super ultra double platinum elite. As we've discussed many times on this channel, the road to becoming a Disney princess is full of potential pitfalls. There's criteria and requirements, there's prestige and money. It's a very messy business. But when it comes to becoming a Disney prince, well, basically none of that is true. Literally, the only requirement for being an official Disney prince is to be the love interest of an official Disney princess. Which really says a lot about how much Disney cares about these characters, because on the one hand, you have the future role models of millions of little girls around the world, and on the other hand, you have a group of characters who basically exists by default and gets no marketing. The fact that there's so little criteria is such a bummer, because it doesn't give characters who don't have love interests even a chance to be considered for this list. The lucky few who have made the cut so far are, in order of release, Prince Florian, who is married to Snow White and whose name does not appear in the movie at all, Prince Henry, more commonly known as Prince Charming, who's married to Cinderella, Prince Philip from Sleeping Beauty, Eric from The Little Mermaid, the Beast from Beauty and the, also known as Prince Adam, Aladdin, who's the only main character of one of these movies, John Smith from Pocahontas, Li Shang from Mulan, Naveen from The Princess and the Frog, and Flynn from Tangled. Now you may have noticed real quick there that there are only 10 Disney princes while there are 11 princesses, and that is because Merida does not have a love interest in Brave. And see, there's the issue. There are plenty of other characters who would make a great addition to this list, who could be role models for boys, but don't make the cut because they don't have a love interest in their movie, or they do, but their movie is more for boys than girls. Now I might say, well, is this a real issue? I mean, it's not like tons of little boys are running around saying, I want to be a prince, the same way that little girls run around saying, I want to be a princess. But I might argue that the very reason for that is because of the Disney princesses. But anyway, moving on, here is my list of top 5 characters who should be on the list but are getting the snub. Number 5. John Rolfe. Yeah, so in case you missed Pocahontas 2, like, you know, everybody else, or you weren't paying attention in 3rd grade history class, John Rolfe is the guy Pocahontas actually ends up marrying when she eventually travels over to England. This creates a couple of issues. First, John Smith is already considered a Disney prince because he is Pocahontas' love interest in the original. And John Rolfe isn't introduced until the sequel, which is literally a criteria that would halt a Disney princess candidate in their tracks. But the wrinkle here is that Pocahontas is the only Disney princess based on an actual historical character, and John Rolfe is the actual person she married in history. So it kind of sucks for Rolfe that his wife's ex-boyfriend gets the nod when he doesn't. But then again, how can you say no to those blue eyes? Number 4, Hercules, son of the king of the gods. I mean, I'm not sure how you get much more royal than that. Plus, we know one of the requirements you can use to become a Disney princess is to perform an act of heroism. And my memory is a little fuzzy here, but what was Hercules' goal in the movie?
If you can prove yourself a true hero on Earth, your godhood will be restored.
Yes, that's right. And does he do it?
You've done it! You're a true hero.
Yes, he does! So what's holding him back? Basically just that his love interest, Meg, isn't a Disney princess. And why is that? It's because Hercules is a boys' movie. Do you see the circle of frustration here? Number 3. Emperor Kuzco. Oh my god, is The Emperor's New Groove possibly my actual favorite Disney movie? Some people say that it's responsible for the end of the Disney Renaissance, but to those people I say, did you even see the movie? Because if you did, I think you'll agree with me that Kuzco being left off this list is a sham. He has a chef, a butler, a theme song guy?
Theme song guy.
What's his name? Kuzco!
I mean, you're certainly not going to forget his name, are you, Prince Florian? Who, by the way, I'm just going to say, is not pulling off the makeup he's sporting here. Or the poofy sleeves. Or the stretchy pants. Or the cape. Florian is barely even in Snow White. I mean, Kuzco at least goes on a transformative journey across his kingdom where he is literally transformatived into a llama. I mean, what's not to love? Now, to be fair, I'm not really sure how Emperor compares to Prince, but either way, I think it's safe to say that he is pretty royal. But that's not even the problem. The problem is that he doesn't have a love interest in the movie. But, fun fact, he does eventually get a girlfriend in the spin-off TV series, The Emperor's New School. Her name is Melina. Number 2. Maui. Okay, so as of now, this is actually just speculative and is assuming that Moana will get the title of Disney Princess and that then Maui will get the snub because he is not her love interest in the movie. Which is a real bummer for him because he's the male lead in a Disney princess movie and he's probably going to be the first of his kind to not get the title of prince afterwards. Ah, but what about Merida, you're saying? True, Merida did break this barrier first, but in Brave, there's not really a male lead for her to fall for. Her dad is actually the biggest male character in the movie, which would be, ooh, gross. And then her 3 suitors in the movie are relatively minor characters, so yeah, no real loss there. Maui, on the other hand, totally getting screwed. Probably, unless Moana doesn't get the title of Disney Princess, in which case, Moana, totally getting screwed. And number 1, Tarzan. Man, there are so many ways Tarzan is getting snubbed here. First of all, he is totally king of the jungle, which, at least for me, makes him enough to be royal, at least in, like, Disney terms. Plus, he totally does have a love interest in the movie in Jane, who possibly could be of royal descent herself. Full video on that right here. Plus, at the box office, Tarzan finished 3rd in the Disney Renaissance, behind only The Lion King and Aladdin. Plus, he's super heroic. He fights off leopards and Clayton. And on top of all that, the directors of Frozen have confirmed that he is actually Anna and Elsa's brother, so that would make him like actually royal himself. That is actually a really weird news story, the director confirming the Tarzan thing. It just like resurfaces every 6 months or so. Like every now and then I'll just get a big flood of tweets saying, oh my god, did you see this was confirmed? I'm like, yeah, but didn't that already happen? Oh, look, water on Mars. So yeah, Tarzan is getting the ultimate snub here. Although, I guess if he actually is the brother of Anna and Elsa and the true Prince of Arendelle, that would make him maybe part of the Frozen franchise and then thus not up for consideration for Disney princessdom. So there you go, man. That is my list of the top 5 snubbed Disney princes. My question for you and everybody else is, what do you think? Should the Disney princes be their own standalone thing aside from the Disney princesses? And who is your favorite Disney prince? Let me know in the towel section down below.
These socks are amazing!
Guys, thanks for watching. Please remember to like this video if you haven't already and subscribe so you don't miss any future Disney prince videos from us. If you'd like to see my list of the top 5 snub Disney princesses, you can click this video right here. And if you want to see how Jane could possibly be a descendant from Belle, you can click this video right here. But Ben, that's everything I've got for you today, man. I will see you in another life, bro.